So a poll came out the other day that is absolutely astonishing. I have to share this with you. So Donald Trump has been going around the country making media appearances and basically saying, I still won the election. What? So narcissistic and self-aggrandizing and self-obsessed and petty that he can't stop talking about that shit. Well, there are results to that. There are consequences. Mediaite says, a new national poll from the Public Religion Research Institute published on Monday shows that 31% of Americans, 31%, believe the 2020 presidential election was stolen from Donald Trump. That figure includes an overwhelming 82% of Americans who trust Fox News more than any other media outlet. 97% of those who trust One America News Network and Newsmax, and 2/3 of Republicans generally. 2/3 of Republicans. The poll also finds that 30% of Republicans believe violence may be needed to resolve domestic issues in the United States. Only 17% of independents and 11% of Democrats felt the same way. The PRRI's 12th annual American Value Survey focused on the impact of former President Donald Trump's false claims that the 2020 U.S. election was stolen and other conspiracy theories that fueled the January 6th U.S. Capitol insurrection. In total, 18% of the 2,500 adults sampled across all 50 states said they agree with the statement. Because things have gotten so far off track, true American patriots may have to resort to violence in order to save our country. So 18% of the entire country says violence, yeah. And what was the other number? 30% of Republicans say that. 82% of Fox News viewers, 82% say Trump really won the election. Look, I'm on the left. My main framework in analyzing not just the country, but the world is a material class analysis. I am without a doubt of the belief that if you materially improve people's lives, xenophobia drops, bigotry drops, belief in conspiracy theories drops, all these social ills, even mental health problems, it drops. It drops. Now, is it a panacea? Is it a utopia? No. But if you materially deliver for people, they will deliver for the politicians who materially delivered for them, and social ills across the board go down. That's what I believe. And I think the plethora of the evidence throughout history supports that idea. We have evidence from the U.S. that that's the case. However, having said that, when you mix in bad material economic conditions with a rampant tsunami of lies, misinformation, untrue conspiracy theories, this is what you get. This is what you get. This is a kind of misinformation that absolutely is dangerous. Because, guys, put yourself in the mind of one of these people. Put yourself in the mind of a Trump supporter who is miserable, they lost their job, or they're making shit wages, personal life is falling apart. They're not doing well. And then on top of that, they get fed this line 24/7 that the president that they associate with had the election stolen from them. And the big bad evil Democrats are to blame. What's that person liable to do? I'll tell you what, if that's really the facts on the ground, they would think that storming the Capitol is the bare minimum. They'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even hurt anybody when I was in there. I was just trying to, reclaim it for the people or whatever the fuck. Shame on all the media outlets because they know better. Maybe you could say One American News and Newsmax don't, although I think we covered a story that the people who work there view themselves as actors, so they would know better. But Fox News knows better. There was some Republican congressman who said, in no uncertain terms, that literally every Republican in the Senate knows Biden won the election and it wasn't stolen from Trump. And maybe there's a handful in the Congress that truly believe Trump won the election, but the overwhelming majority know he didn't. So they know, but they're hush-hush about it because they want to protect their ass for their next election. And the Fox News hosts, they know. They know. Steve Ducey fucking knows. Brian Kilmeade knows, even though he barely knows anything. But they know. They know. Tucker knows. Tucker knows Donald Trump didn't win the election. And they're refusing to state the obvious and repeat it and drive it home. and basically give people a healthy dose of get the fuck over it. Again, if you materially address people's economic concerns, if you improve their lives, all of the deranged side effects become less prominent, less severe, and become more manageable. That's true. But it's also true that even if we lived in a thriving social democracy, there would still be a huge problem with charlatans, liars, con men, frauds, and people falling for them. Because let's say we lived in a thriving social democracy where everybody's doing well. I mean, I don't think Trump would have been elected in the first place, but for argument's sake, let's say he was. We could cut this number in half, and it's still a huge problem. 82% of Fox News viewers, let's say it was 41% of Fox News viewers, think the election was stolen. That's still fucking crazy. So 30% of Republicans say, 31% say, maybe violence. Maybe violence. Okay. 15% say maybe violence. I mean, that is more manageable, but it's still more than 1 out of every 10 Republicans who are like, yeah, maybe violence. So misinformation, conspiracy theories, deranged beliefs are a problem on their own. No doubt about it. I just think they're less of a problem if you deliver for people. There's a total disconnect from reality among a large portion of society. And these things have consequences. So I don't know what the answer is, but let's start with being ruthless straight shooters and truth tellers. Because the deeper societal issues and economic issues need to be addressed, but that's not our wheelhouse. We don't have the levers of power necessarily. So all we could do is be the last line of defense trying to remind people of reality.